Je ne sais pas ce que tu cherches.
Ce garçon a un don pour écrire. J'essaie juste de lui apprendre, enfin le mot est pompeux, disons, lui apprendre la littérature. Et à travers la littérature, les choses de la vie.
Les choses de la vie. La littérature ne nous apprend rien, tu le sais bien.
Ah bon?
Tu sais ce qu'il avait dans sa poche? Le cinglé qui a tué John Lennon? Catcher in the Rye. Qu'est-ce qu'il lui a appris, la littérature, à ce fou-là? Rien.
Ça, c'est évident que tes expositions nous en apprennent davantage.
Les expositions, c'est exactement la même chose. L'art, en général, ne nous apprend rien, et tu le sais très bien.
Oui, enfin, ça nous éveille à la beauté des choses. Tu veux boire?
One of the things I love about your films is that I know I'm going to see genre subverted in a way that plays on many levels, but I still never know quite exactly what I'm going to see. And I feel like with each film, it seems to be a response maybe to the last film that you made. So the darker undercurrents of In the House. Are they a reaction at all to the pastiche of Portiche?
Yes, it's Truffaut who says you have to do the new film against the last film you have done. I don't have this kind of, it's just my instinct. Actually, I wanted to do this film for a long time, but the rights of the play were taken by another director, so I had to wait a long time to make the adaptation. But it's true, after a film, I want to go in another direction. I don't want to repeat myself. So I want to have a new challenge, and after the comedy farce of Potiche, I wanted to go somewhere else. But at the same time, there is the same actor in the two films, because Fabrice Lucchini was in Potiche and he's again in this film, but in a very different part.
And does the diversity of your projects ever make for difficult conversations with the money men who can't make easy connections in the marketing? You know, they can't say, if you loved 8 Women, you'll love Under the Sand. Or do you, at this point in your career, have enough creative control that that's not an issue?
I think I'm very lucky because my last movie were very successful in France, and because my films are very low budget very often, I don't have so much problem to finance my movies. And I have some good producer who trust me, who follow me, so I don't have so much problems. And in terms of production, I'm close to the production. You know, I know the price because I've done many short films, many low budget at the beginning of my career. So I know the price of things. So I try each time to adapt the budget to the story.
And what is it that appeals to you about upper crust English characters? We've had Charlotte Rampling twice in Under the Sand and Swimming Pool, and even Rome Legary in Angel, and now of course Kristen Scott Thomas.
With Charlotte I did 4 films actually, with Charlotte Rampling, not 2.
I was just picking my 2 favourites.
Okay. I don't know, I have a kind of fascination for English actresses, maybe because they are more professional than the French, I don't know. But there is a real charm for us with the English accent when you speak French, especially with the English actresses. And for Christine, I asked her to keep her English accent when she plays the wife of the teacher, you know, when she's in the gallery and she's saying all these theoretical things about art. It was very funny to hear her speaking with the English accent, a little bit snob. For the French, it's very charming.
Je suis mal à l'aise.
Pourquoi?
Tu trouves pas ça choquant qu'un élève de 16 ans écrive un truc pareil? Avec une telle ironie?
Oh non, moi ça me choque pas. En tout cas, pas plus que tes poupées gonflables pour sex shop.
Ce n'est pas un sex shop, Germain, c'est une galerie d'art.
Je sais, ce sont des poupées détournées, sexe et dictature.
Oui, ça a un sens. La dictature du sexe.
Talk about what you were looking for in the actor playing Claude, the difficulties of casting quite a complex role at such a young age.
Yes, it was difficult because the part is very strong and a big part of the story is on his shoulders. So I needed someone who could be very powerful in front, especially of Fabrice Lucchini. So I did a big cast and I was very happy because I met this young boy, Ernst Meyer, who was 21, but he looked 16, which was perfect for the story. He had enough maturity to play the part and to be a real actor, you know, it was not just himself. And so we did a lot of readings before the shooting, and we recorded his voiceover to help him to be totally involved in the story and to be comfortable the first day on set in front of Fabrice Lucchini.
And hopping genres the way you do, you can be quite hard to pin down, certainly to write about. But one theme that I have noticed, particularly in this, is that idea of an older generation reliving their youth through younger characters and maybe being corrupted by them a little bit.
I think the old people are like vampire. They need fresh blood, and with youth, the teacher, who is totally depressed at the beginning of the film, will discover the passion of teaching and the pleasure of being a teacher. So it's they need each other actually, and that's what you see at the end of the film. It's a new couple, you know, it's a kind of happy end because they have found each other and they need each other to go on to tell stories and to be together.
And does the way that Claude feels about the people that he's writing about, do you feel in a similar way about your audience?
As a vampire, you mean?
Oh, I meant in more that he... Well, he seems to have quite a dislike for these people that he's...
No, I think he's quite ironic at the beginning. He's even cynical sometimes. But step by step, he follows the lessons of his teacher and he learns to like his character. And at the end, he falls in love with the housewife. And you can see the different tone of his story. You can see the evolution. At the beginning it's like a parody, at the end it's more like a melodrama, and I wanted to show this evolution, this journey of his point of view on the Rafa's family.
And finally, for your next film, you worked with Romola Gary before and you once referred to her as your muse. Would you ever be looking to, apparently so, in an interview?
I said that.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes.
Or it was translated as muse.
Ah, okay, it was translated. It was a
if
long time ago.
You've had quite a success with Portiche, and we hope with this one as well. Would you be looking to make another film in English, perhaps?
Why not?
Romola again?
Maybe, yes, I would love to make again a film in England, but it's another way of working, it's another system. So for the moment, I'm very happy in France, and if I have an English subject, of course, I would be pleased to do it in England.